Hi, in today's class we will see the solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. So when I say if a real number alpha, a real number alpha is called root or solution of a quadratic equation if a alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equals to 0. So we'll see how to find out the factors. So when we are getting the factors, then those factors will be the root or solution of a quadratic equation. So we'll see the first problem. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. First one, x square minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0. So here we'll multiply square term with constant term, so we'll get minus 10x square. So now we'll find out the factors of minus 10x square in such a way that when we add or subtract these factors, we should get minus 3x. So we'll go in this way, 1 into 10 from minus 1 will not gives us 3. So then 2 into 5. So now see here, 5 minus 2 will gives me 3, middle term. So whatever the sign is with middle term, it should be given to the greater factor, and since we have to subtract, then the smaller factor should be with plus sign. Okay, so this can be written as x square plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 is equals to 0. So in these first two terms, x is common, so I take x common, so I'll have x plus 2. Here minus 5 is common, so I'll have x minus 10 is equals to 0. Sorry, x minus 2, because 5 times 2 is 10, and this should be with plus side. Minus into plus will give you minus. So again we have x plus 2 common. So when I take x plus 2 common, then only x will be remaining in the first term, and in the second term x plus 2 goes, means minus 5 will be remaining, is equals to 0. So now here we'll take individually x plus 2 is equals to 0, that is according to 0 product full, and x minus 5 is equals to 0. So x will be equals to minus 2 and x will be equals to 5. So therefore the roots of the equation are minus 2, 5. So now in a similar way, we have one more problem. That is root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equals to 0. So now multiply square term with a constant term, so it will be root 2 x square into 5 root 2. That is root 2 into root 2 will be 2, because root 2 into root 2 also, it is root 4 into 5 into x square. So this will be equals to, square root of 4 is 2 into 5 into x square. So that is equals to 10 x square. So now again the factors of 10 can be 2x and 5x. So because the middle term is 7 plus 7, so we have to add them, plus, and this is also with plus sign. So now I can split the middle term as 2x, 5x. So it will be root 2 x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equals to 0. So now you see in the third term and the fourth term, I'll do this first. So I'm getting 5 common. So if I take 5 common, I will have x plus root 2 remaining. So here also I should have the same factor. So I will take here as root 2x common. So I'll have x plus root 2 again. Root 2x into x, root 2x square. Root 2 into root 2 will be root 4, and square root of 4 is 2x evidence. So this is how we got it. So now x plus root 2, x plus root 2 again common. So I'll take x plus root 2 common. Then here root 2x will be remaining, and here plus 5 will be remaining, that is equals to 0. So now individually if I take x plus root 2 is equals to 0, or root 2 x plus 5 is equals to 0. So here it will be x is equals to minus root 2, and here root 2 x is equals to minus 5, x is equals to minus 5 by root 2. So these are the rules of the quadratic equation. So now for the next problem, we have 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equals to 0. Now in this problem what I'll do is I'll try to eliminate the denominator, then the given quadratic equation will be in the form of a square plus bx plus c, where we can easily find the roots. So for eliminating the denominator, I have to multiply 2 by 8. So when I am multiplying throughout by 8, it gives me 8 into 2x square minus 8 into x plus 8 into 1 by 8 is equals to 0. So now 8 into 2 will be 16x square minus 8x. This 8 one times, this 8 one times, no, so only 1 will be remaining, is equals to 0. Now square term should be multiplied with constant, so it gives me 16x square. So now I want to find out minus 8 middle term, so it will be 4x, and both should be with minus sign because we have to add them. So minus into minus will be plus, 4x into 4x will give me 16x square. So this can be written as 16x square minus 4x plus 8 is equals to 0. This middle term I have split it as minus 4x. So now in this two terms, first two terms, 16 and 4 both are multiples of 4. So and even x is also common. So 4x I am taking common. So 16 goes 4 times and 1x will be here, minus 4x goes 1 time. Nothing is common, minus 1 I will take common. So 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now 4x minus 1 again common. So it will be 4x minus 1 common. So I'll have 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. So now 4x minus 1 is equals to 0 and 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. So this gives me 4x is equals to 1, transposing 1. So x is equals to 1 by 4 and 4x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 by 4. 4 will go down by cross multiplication method. So we have the roots, equal roots, that is 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. So when we have the equal roots, wherever we want to find out, this is in the later exercise, that's through discriminant, for using the formula. If the discriminant is equals to 0, then the roots are equal, real and equal. So that is what we have, x is equals to 1 by 4, x is equals to 1 by 4. Okay, so now we will see the next problem. See this one. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x minus 1 by 3x is equals to 1 by 6. So I'll find out the LCM here. Multiply this 3x with x and 1 with 1 and denominator with denominator. So 3x into x will gives me 3x square minus 1 into 1 will be 1 by 1 into 3x will be 3x is equals to 1 by 6. Now cross multiply then. So we'll have 6 into 3x square minus 1. 3x into 1 is 3x. Now 6 into 3x square will gives me 18x square minus 6 into 1 will be 6 is equals to 3x. Now here transpose this 3x, so it will be 18x square minus 3x minus 6 is equals to 0. Now all the three terms are multiples of 3, so I'll take 3 common. So I'll have 6x square minus x minus 2 is equals to 0. So cross multiply, we will have 6x square minus 2x minus 2 is equals to 0 by 3 is 0. Now square term with constant terms, it will be minus 12x square. So factors will be 4x into 3x. 4 minus 3 will gives me the middle term. So the sign of 4 should be minus. Middle term sign should be given to the greater factor and small factor. Since we have to subtract, the small factor should be with plus sign. So this will be 6x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. Now in these two terms we have x 2x common, because 6 and 4 both are multiples of 2. So I'll have 3x, 2 3s are 6, x into x square minus 2. 2 into 2 is 4, x as it is. Now here nothing is common, so I take plus 1 as common. So it will be 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. This is the rough work. So now 3x minus 2 is common. 3x minus 2 I am taking common. So I'll have 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So individually if I take, it will be 3x minus 2 is equals to 0 and I'll have 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So now this 3x is equals to 2, x is equals to 2 by 3. I am transposing this. So here it will be 2x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to minus 1 by 2. So the roots are 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. So if you substitute these values in the quadratic equation, you will get it as 0. So we'll solve some more problems. Now let's see some work problems which we have to convert in quadratic equation. Then we have to find out whatever it is asking in the problem to find out. Find two consecutive, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So now here we are finding out two numbers. So the first number, let the number be x. I've taken the first number as x. Now since the sum of two numbers is 27, given sum of two numbers is 27, that implies other number is equals to 27 minus x. So now the product of the two number is 182. So it will be given x into 27 minus x is equals to 182. So you multiply x into 27, 27x minus x into x will be x square is equals to 182. Now you transpose all this left hand side to right hand side, it will be x square minus 27x plus 182 is equals to 0. Now I should find out the factors of 182 so that when I add or subtract these factors I should get it as 27. So we'll see by prime factor method. So 2 9s are 18, 2 1s are 2. 91 minus 2 will not give me 27. Again this goes in 7. 7 1s are 7, 2 balance 7 3s are. So now 2 into 7 is 14 and this is 13. So 14 plus 13 will gives me 27. 14 and 13. Right? So since we have to add them, so both should be with negative sign. So it will be x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 is equals to 0. So now in this first two terms x is common. So I'll have x minus 14 minus 13 is common. Again it will be x minus 14 is equals to 0. Now x minus 14 is common. So here x will be remaining, here minus 13 will be remaining. So here x minus 14 is equals to 0 and x minus 13 is equals to 0. So I can say x is equals to 14 or x is equals to 13. Okay, now with this, the first number if I take as 14, therefore other number will be 27 minus x, that is equals to 27 minus 14, which is equals to 13. Here if the first number is 13, other number is equals to 27 minus x, that is 27 minus 13, which is equals to 14. So these are the answers. So our numbers, first number will be 14, second number will be 13, or first number will be 13 and second number will be 14. So now we will see the next problem. This says that find two consecutive positive integers. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. Sum of whose square is 613. So for the consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. So I'll suppose this as let the first number be x. Therefore, the consecutive number will be x plus 1. It is given sum of whose square is 613. It means x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equals to 613. Now x square plus x plus 1 whole square, this is in the form of a plus b whole square, so it will be a square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 into x into 1 is equals to 613. X square plus x square will be 2x square plus 1 plus 2x is equals to 613. Transpose 613, we will have 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 613 is equals to 0. So that will be 2x square plus 2x minus 612. Plus minus means we have to subtract and we have to take the sign of a greater number. Now all are multiples of 2, take 2 common, so it will be x square plus x minus 2 3s are 6, 0, 2 6 are 12 is equals to 0. So it will be x square plus x minus 306 is equals to 0 by 2 is 0. Now we have to find out the factors of 306 in such a way that we should get, when we add or subtract, we should get it as x. So I'll take this way, 306, 2 1 times, 1 balance, 2 5 times, 2 3 times. Now 153 minus 2 will not give me the middle term, so this will be divisible by 3. Since 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3, it means this number is also divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3. Again 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 is divisible by 3, it means this number is also divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21. So now we have in this way 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18. So minus 306 can be written as 18 into 70. So 18 should be with the sign of the middle term and 17 should be with minus sign, because we have to subtract to get the middle term. So this will be x square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306 is equals to 0. So in this first two terms x is common, so it will be x plus 18. In this third and fourth term minus 17 I am taking from common, so it will be x plus 18 again. Okay, so again x plus 18 is common in both the terms, so x plus 18 if I take common, then I'll have here x will be remaining and here minus 17 will be remaining is equals to 0. X plus 18 is equals to 0, x minus 17 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 18. So he is asking for positive integers, so this is negative and not possible. So x is equals to 17. So the other number is x plus 1, that is 17 plus 1, which is equals to 18. So we got the answer as 17 and 18. So we'll see one more problem. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. So what I'll do here is, so he is asking me to find out the number of articles. So first I'll take number of articles produced is equals to x. Okay, and therefore cost of each article. It is given that, see, I'm reading once again. A pottery industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article, cost of production, so I should use cost of production of each article is equals to 3 more than twice the number of articles. Twice the number of articles plus 3. So if the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, given total cost of production means number of articles into cost of one article. So it will be x into 2x plus 3 is equals to 90. Okay, so this gives me 2x square plus 3x is equals to 90. Transpose 90, 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equals to 0. Now again I have to find out the middle term, factors of 90. So no, it will be 180 because square term should be multiplied with the constant term. So 2 so if I see here 2x square into minus 90 will give you minus 180x square. I should put it as 3x, middle term 3x. So we'll see the factors of 180. 2 into 90, 90 minus 2 is not possible, we are not getting the middle term. 2 into 45, not possible. Now 3 into 15. So you see here 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 15 will give me minus 180, and 15 minus 12 will give me the middle term. So I can write this as minus 180x square can be written as 12x into 15x. Middle term sign is plus, so 15 will be with plus. Since we have to subtract, 12 should be with minus. So this gives me 2x square minus 12x plus 15x is equals to 0. So in these two terms, I can take 2x common because 2 and 12 both are multiples of 2, and x is also common in both the terms. So I'll get this here as x, 1x will be remaining, minus 12 goes 6 times by 2, and minus 90 is equals to 0. So in this two term 15 is common because 15 and 90 both are multiples of 15. X will be remaining minus 6. 15 6 times 90. So again x minus 6 is common. I'm taking x minus 6 common, so it will be 2x plus 15 is equals to 0. So x minus 6 is equals to 0. 2x plus 15 is equals to 0. X is equals to 6 and 2x is equals to minus 15. X is equals to minus 15 by 2. That is not possible. It cannot be negative. So x is equals to 6. Therefore, this is the number of articles produced is equals to 6. Cost of production of each article is given as 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, that is equals to 2 into 6 plus 3, that is 2 6 are 12 plus 3, which is equals to rupees 15. So we got the number of articles as 6, and the cost of production of each article as rupees 15. So this is how we need to find out using the quadratic equation. Thank you.